right, Drake Riggs here for MMA Mania with the one and only Ilima-Lei Macfarlane. I mean, Ilima, it's been a while since I've seen you. I know a lot's been going on.
It has. When did we see each other last?
In person? I don't know. Maybe LA?
Yeah. I think at like an Inglewood fight or something like that.
Okay. Well, how are things? Happy birthday to your dad.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Happy birthday, Walter, the legend. Yeah, actually, I know it's been a while since we saw each other because you cut your hair.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a clip in it the last time.
That is true. You can see that on But, I mean, any plans for Dad's birthday?
Oh, yes.
Cruise, right?
Yes. We are going on a cruise in December. We're going to Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, and Vietnam. And so, yeah, for my dad's 80th, he wanted to bring all of his kids and their partners. And he's like, okay, so I'm going to buy you guys cruise tickets. If you guys want to bring anyone else, you have to pay for it. We're like, okay. So all the grandkids are coming, all of my nieces and nephews, some cousins are coming, and it's just going to be wild. They just told me that we have unlimited alcohol package, like all inclusive. And I'm like, somebody's going to fight. There's going to be a fight at some point. So yeah.
Is there any specific spot out of those that you're most looking forward to?
Probably Indonesia, because that's the one country out of all of those ones that I haven't been to. So yeah, I would say Indonesia.
All right, I mean, it can be fun no matter what. It's going to be safe with the booze.
Yes.
As for the fight, though, Ilima, obviously a very big one too. Not just you versus Liz, but Bellator 300 title fight. Possibility to make history as a two-time champ. I mean, and the outside stuff, all the variety things, and we were talking about with the natives last time, like emotions for this fight that you're really enjoying. All over the place. How are you doing, containment-wise? Just, I'm sure it feels a lot different than a normal fight too. Like, where are we at?
Dude, I am like so good at turning the switch because, leading up to this fight, I literally cried for the first 30 days of camp. Literally cried.
You announced it.
Yeah, I started this camp crying. I know, like Abby. So it was just like really, really difficult camp for me. It felt like an eternity, and it was so emotional. And I actually felt really bad for AJ Matthews. He's one of my new corners that I brought in, and this is his first time like really working with me. And I'm like, AJ, I promise you, I'm not this emotional. And he had to he had to be my therapist throughout this camp too. So yes, emotions all over the place, but this fight week has probably been the most stable.
All right, well, shout out to AJ for all himself. What did you make of Liz's last fight? Obviously a very interesting one with Deanna, a comeback of sorts. Obviously missed weight, so you can play that into factor and whatnot. But just overall thoughts on that one? A great performance, and for her to rally back, total champion stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, Deanna freaking missed weight again for like the 10th time in her career and missed it by a bunch. So I know that definitely had an effect in turn. Like one does not simply pick up Liz Carmouche. And so when Deanna did it, it's like, well, clearly there's a size difference. But aside from that, though, I know that Liz was kind of pissed off during that fight, and Liz does not do good when fighting off of emotion. So, but she does what champs do. She was losing the first couple of rounds, but she came back, saw her opening. She was patient about it. So, yeah, I think I was not surprised that she was able to turn it around and finish Deanna.
Is the expectation of fighting somebody you know so well more calming, a little bit more stressful? Like, take away all the other stuff we just talked about, but, just in a vacuum, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, I always say that the thing that I'm scared of the most about fighters, or that fear of unknown about them, is their power and their strength. And now that I know that, I felt it before, I felt it to, I would say the full extent, I can know what to expect in terms of how hard I'm going to get hit, how hard I'm going to get pushed. That still makes it nerve-wracking as hell. Yes, but at least I can not have any surprises in that category.
Right, and did you work with Kat at all for this fight? I mean, I know she's been doing the underwater stuff like you.
Yeah, no, we have, it's really cool because like she said, you can throw a rock anywhere in San Diego and you'll find a combat sports place to train. So it's really cool because we actually have a girls group of all the high level female fighters in San Diego. Angela Hill, Jenna Bishop, Kat, all these girls, we get together when we can to spar. I mean, they're all psychopaths and they like to spar like all the time. And I'm just like, no, I only want to do it like every other week if I can. So it's nice though that we have this supportive group of each other, and we meet up when we can. If somebody needs a partner, even though we're not all on the same teams, we don't train with the same coaches at all, like we come together. So we have not yet officially sparred together. She's terrifying, but we're still there. We're still there.
All right, awesome. And Ilima, I mean, don't want to look ahead, and I know we've talked about this a little bit recently as well, but let's put it this way. What would you say, obviously depends on the outcome, chances of this being the last fight? Just with all the factors, Liz, second potential title reign or victory, to 300. Let's go percentages, not say yes, I'm going to or no. But
Yeah.
What are you leaning?
'Cause
I know you're winding down.
Plans change. Plans totally change, and I know that like I felt one way, last April, springtime, but everything feels good, and I'm just like happy to be here. I'm grateful to be here. It's a drug, and you're just like, I want more. So, yes, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna retire right now. Despite, regardless if I win or lose, I don't think it's time yet. I know when it's gonna be time.
All right, awesome. And last thing I want to leave you with, Ilima, some big news, specifically with the women in MMA. I don't know if you're familiar with Angela Lee at all, but
Yes, I am.
Obviously, very, very, very unfortunate things that have been going on with the family. But I mean, just thoughts on her retirement, her legacy, just overall thoughts, I guess, on Angela.
Yep, of course. I think Angela is incredible, and I was crying so hard when I saw all of those videos of everything, of her announcement of Fight Story, her nonprofit that she's going to be focusing on in this next chapter, to her, telling the girls that she was going to be retiring. I cried through it all. And I think that, as tragic as what happened to her and her family, I think that she is going to be honoring Victoria in the best way possible by doing the work she's doing now, and she's going to be saving a lot of lives. So best of luck to her. Me and her, we keep in touch. I know that our paths will cross again. We'll see each other, and all the love in the world to her.
Very well said, Ilima, but all right, always looking forward to your fights, and great to chat with you. Always a see you.
Thank you, Jake.
So, best of luck with things. And
Thanks.
See you after the fight.
Cheers me. That was so unplanned.
I know, right?